Okay. If you don't have, can I just quickly ask through question 1? I just pick anyone, please. So this is to make sure every one of us learn, okay? Okay. Okay. So I just ask you, I go by alphabetical order, okay, from here. Okay. Okay, I start from the bottom. If not, you every time say I start from the top. Okay. Zara, can you tell me part A, question 1? That is, ask you to what method to use?
I'm not sure the name, but I know how to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. If you don't know the name but you know how to do it, okay, do tell me please. F prime x.
F prime x is 3.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
2x power 5 plus 7 power of 2.
Good.
And then bracket again. 10.
Yeah. 10. That means 2 times 5, 10. Correct.
Yes. And x power of 4.
X power of 4. Good.
And
So the question say, so please look at the question carefully. The question that you do not need to simplify your answer. So don't waste time. So you will get 2 marks. Whatever here correct, 1 mark. Whatever here correct, 1 mark. Are you clear? So you don't have to go and simplify. Okay? Get what I mean? Don't waste time on simplifying. Okay. Then part 2. Your fx is 3 times of ln 8x plus 1 plus 9 square root of x. Okay. So can I have? Okay, Yishan.
Yeah.
Yishan, can you tell me how to get the answer for this one?
Use, I think, is it called product rule?
Why you use product rule, Yishan?
No. Oh my God.
So never mind. I'm just asking you why you use product rule. That's it.
Chain rule. Oh my God.
Okay. So Yishan, don't get panic when Miss Do call you. You don't get panic. You just based on. Do you have 4 pages handwritten notes already?
Yeah.
Do you have at least write down all the rules that you need? If you are not familiar, did you write down?
The name. I only wrote the.
Never mind. You don't know the name, never mind. So you tell me how to get the first one here.
You differentiate the ln 8x plus 1.
Okay, so first of all, you see when you say ln, correct, I will get ready.
So
am I right?
Yeah.
At the bottom, what should I write?
You write 8x plus 1, then the top would be 8.
Yeah, correct. So you get ready the thing. Okay, 9, how about this one? Because this is a plus, so how about this one?
For that one, you use the simple rule.
Yeah,
so,
okay. So in my mind, I have to rewrite this as x to the power half, correct?
Yeah.
So you can write in pencil. You can write in pencil when you are. So now I'm preparing for your final. So I will tell you all the technique. Okay, you write in pencil. So now. 9.
Because 9 times half.
Okay, correct.
And x to the power of negative half.
Yeah. If you really don't know how to minus, correct, you don't put negative half, you put 1 half minus 1, they also cannot deduct your mark because the question says you do not need to simplify. You get what I mean? So here you also will get 2 marks. How you get the 2 marks? This one correct 1 mark, this one correct 1 mark. That's it. So I'm going through this slowly is to make sure that every one of us can at least pass the final paper so that no one will fail. I told you already, if you're 70% SAT, if you're 70% pass, correct, your final, correct, as long as you are not doing so bad, you won't. Okay, and final to score is not as easy as you think. So that's why I read from the beginning of the year, I told you already, you want to score, you want score in your every single SAT. But some of you all don't want to listen to me, so Miss Lo really cannot do anything. Okay, so how about the third one? Okay, wait, I write down the question first. In exam, you don't have to write down the question. Okay. So this one, definitely you have to use quotient rule. Am I right? Quotient rule. Okay. So when we use quotient rule, yeah, Ibin. So the U, if you don't have to write down step by step, go ahead, don't write down. Okay. So you have to look for U prime. Okay, Ibin, what is U prime?
U prime is -5.
Good. Okay, my V is 1 plus cos x. Okay, V prime. Ibin?
Negative sin x.
Negative sin x. Okay, I just want to let you know, my habit of doing all this, I would definitely put all this in bracket. Okay, when I substitute, I make sure I bracket it up so that I will not make any error. If you don't put bracket, I tell you, they will mark you wrong. Okay, so I remember you have to do like that. Yeah, so this one start with from here first. So V U prime, all must have bracket, take away U V prime. The whole thing divide by V squared. You don't have to simplify. You got your 3 marks in this way. Correct? Make sure the sign is correct. And here is correct, 3 marks. So you see, to get the mark for the first question correct, as long as you know the formula, you will be fine. Okay? Are you okay? Okay, now let's look at part B. Okay, for those who know, you just listen only, okay? Yeah, if you want to do your other thing, you can go ahead if you know all this already. Okay, for part B. For part B, integration. So when come to integration, you see suddenly you do differentiation, correct? Suddenly it comes to integration, correct? So that's why you must have your rule for differentiation and your integration together, side by side. So now you integration, you tell yourself, I'm doing integration. So now you integrate. Integrate e to the power of, you see, all these are linear. What happened so thick? 3x plus x squared dx. You know this can be done in 2 parts. Okay, so for the first one, yeah, Mikia, can I have the integral of e to the power of 4 minus 3x? Mikia?
Okay, negative 1 out of 3, e, negative 1 out of 3, e times e to the power of 4 minus 3x.
Okay, you know which formula to use, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah. You are using this. Am I right?
Yeah, okay.
So you don't have to simplify. You can just write down this. They will give you 1 mark. Okay, then the other one.
1 out of 3
Why
times.
1 out of 3? This
Wait,
one.
no, wait.
Okay, 1 out of 3. Okay, 1 out of 3. X.
X to the power of 3.
What should I do here? After this?
Plus C.
Plus C. Okay. Just Just a quick one. Mikia, what is the answer for this? Can you tell me what is the answer for this one?
Half times e to the power of 2x minus 1 plus c.
How about this one?
Two out of 3 times x to the power of 3 out of 2.
Okay. So I just want to make sure. How about this?
Ln 5x minus 1.
Is that all?
Divided, no, time 5 times 5
Divided by 5
divided by 5.
or divided plus c. Okay. So these are the integral that you have to know. Okay. Now, before we go to the next question, I have one integral in your textbook that I have in mind. Okay, that I have in mind that I would like you to try. So it's in your textbook. So you go through your textbook, you will see this sort of question. I say the question the question will be saying like that, given y equal to 1 over x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay, part A. One over x squared plus 3x plus 2 is equal to A over x plus 2 plus B over x plus 1. Find the value of A and B. Hence, find the exact value of integrate 2 to 5 y dx. Okay, can you take some time to solve this problem? This is one of the questions in your textbook. And this is also one of the past year questions as well. Can you?
Okay, I'm not that fast, miss.
Why? Are you done with part A? Can anyone tell me your answer for part A? What is the value of A and B? Or we discuss first part A, because if you cannot do part A, you definitely cannot do part B, right? Okay, someone have given me. Okay, so part A, what you need to do is, you need to make this one fraction. Okay, I start from the right hand side. Okay, right hand side. So right hand side, I have A times x plus 1 plus B times x plus 2 over, sorry, if you don't want, you also can do try and error, x plus 2, x plus 1. You see, if you expand this, you will get this. Okay, so the issue is not the bottom. So the top there, I have A plus B, the whole thing times x, then plus A plus 2B, correct? Okay, so I compare this with 0x, there is no x, correct? Here there isn't any x plus 1. So I purposely put a 0 to tell you that I'm going to make a comparison with the coefficient. You may have other method to do, so use whatever method you are comfortable with. Correct? So you see A plus B is equal to 0. A plus 2B is equal to 1. So I take this minus this. Yeah. So I have B equal to 1. So if B equal to 1, therefore my A plus 1 A. So learn how to do. So A plus 1 equal to 0. So A equal to -1. So done. So to do part B, what you need to do is you need to go 0, 2 to 5, 1 over x plus 2. No, A is -1. Yeah. Plus B is 1 over x plus 1 dx. So what you can do is, if you are preferring to do ln, you are preferring to break it into 2 parts, you can do it in 2 parts. Yeah. So you can bring this negative over. Okay, so it's individual. So this one, two to 5, 1 over x plus 1, take away 1 over x plus 2 dx. Okay, so you know that when you integrate 1 over something, so what is the result? What is the result? You know, Emily, you know, Emily, when you integrate 1 over x plus 1, what do you get? Ln x plus 1 over 1. Right? When you integrate x plus 2, you got ln x plus 2. Sorry, this one is too long. Do you know why I divide by 1? You know, Sorry. Over 1, because the coefficient of x is 1. So you can join this to become 1 ln. Ln x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Yeah, close. 2 to 5. Okay, so this will be ln 7 is 6/3. No, 6/7. What am I talking about? Take away ln 3/4. Okay, so you need to simplify this. We know that when we talk about ln is a minus, we will say 6/7 divided by 3/4. You got calculator. You can use your calculator. So this will be ln 8/7. Am I right? So this is your exact value. Are you okay? So take note of this part, this part. Okay, so integration, this is another part that you have to take notes of. Okay, so anything about integration and differentiation that you need me to, that one? Before I go to question. Okay, I want to talk about question 4. I want to talk about question 4. Okay, I'm not going to talk about question 2. Question 2 is probability. Question 3 is probability. I want to talk about question 4. Do you have your question 4 with you?
Yep.
So question 4 is more on the first principle. Yeah, so more on the first principle. Okay, now question 4, they have given you a function. They ask all the questions are very basic. Okay, question 4, they give you a function. And B is the inflection point, correct? So this is your B. And here is your A2. And here is your A1. Yeah. And the function for this one is fx equal to 9/2x squared plus 1. Right? They say a chord is shown on the graph. This is a chord from A1, you join to B. This is a chord. Okay, then A1, the coordinate is, yes? If you have something to tell me. Okay, you want to use washroom, go ahead. Okay, yeah. So A1, the coordinate is -1/4 and 8. B is 1 and 3. Yeah. So they say find the slope of the chord A1 and B. So this one is definitely everyone know how to do. So what you need to do is, for part A, you just take 3 minus 8 divided by 1 minus -1/4. Then you use your calculator and count. Can or not? Please don't count manually. Do you know how to use your calculator and get the answer? So you go to you go to alpha, y equal to, you get the fraction, you just key in. Can or not? So please don't count manually, especially during the exam. Don't say you are very good in calculation. So you just key in properly, then, and please be careful, negative, negative, you press this button, okay? Yeah. One divided by 4. Okay, equal. So what the question give you? They give you -4. Right? So please, especially during exam, I would say you just key in the calculator properly. These are the questions whereby you sure can get mark. You don't waste your mark. Yeah. So you got -1 and -4, correct? Hello? Okay, so you get 1 mark. So then they say, using first principle, find the slope of the tangent to the graph of y equal to fx at B. Okay. So when they say use first principle, okay, how do we do? How do we do when I use first principle? You know first principle? You can either straight away go to the formula, okay, or you find the slope of a chord first. So you take the A2. So you take a point. Yep. Do I need to repeat first principle, class? Hello. Yeah, I know. Do you need me to?
Yeah, can you show first principle?
Yeah, I show first principle, okay? I'm just asking, do you need me to show? So I do the way that I teach you, okay? So for part B, I will find the point. Okay, I will put the point A as 1 plus h, correct? Okay, the x coordinate as 1 plus h. So the y coordinate for this one, I will get it as f1 plus h. So what I will do is I put 9 over 2, 1 plus h squared plus 1. Okay, so from here, I will expand the thing. I will expand the thing. Yeah, I will expand this so that it becomes 9 over. So expansion of a quadratic expression. So you just need to write down in your notes. Please. Okay. Okay, so you have 2 into 2, 1 plus 2h plus h squared plus 1. So you simplify 9 over 3 plus 4h plus 2h squared. Okay, point B is given already. 1, 3. So I don't have to do anything. So now I write down slope of chord AB. Okay. So I take y2 minus y1 divide by x2 minus x1. Okay, so this is the average rate of change. Understand? So please remember, this year they didn't ask you, okay, what is the meaning of the slope of the chord? Your year, I don't know. So this is the average rate of change from x equal to 1 plus h to x equal to 1. Are you clear? So you have to state clearly the range. Okay, so from here, you start to simplify. And down here is a h. So what you can do is the slope of the chord you can write it as this form, whichever form you like. So if you prefer to write it like that, divide by h means times 1 over h. So you can write it like that. So you see 5 marks is given for your, okay, take away 3 over 1 times, here the result is h. So you write down 1 over h. So now you do some sort like cross multiply, 9, take away. As long as it's a minus, usually it's a minus, so you please put in the bracket. So down here, just copy down. Yep, times 1 over h. So now you expand and you minus off 9 minus 9 no more. So I have negative 12h minus 6h squared divided by 3 plus 4h plus 2h squared times 1 over h. So I factorize out. You want to factorize out negative 6h or h, up to you. Okay, you want to factorize out h, you just factorize out h. Yeah, divided by okay, h cannot be 0, correct? Yeah, so you can cancel off the h. So as h approaches 0, as a approaches b, the slope of a chord, the average rate of change will approach the instantaneous rate of change. So you write down f prime. So this is a sense of limit as well. F prime 1 will be equal to limit h approaches 0. If you don't want to copy down the whole thing, also can. If you want to copy down the whole thing, also can. If you don't want, you just say slope of the chord AB. So as h approaches 0, 6h approaches 0, 4h approaches 0, 2h squared approaches 0. So the whole thing will approach negative 12 over 3. All right, so it's negative 4. So, are you okay? So you see, if you are sensitive enough, you may be wondering already, how come this value and this value is the same? All right? You straight away will realize already. So that's why the second part. So how they give you mark for first principle? You get this right, you got 1 mark. You simplify here. This one is very nice to you. They give you 2 marks. Then here you write, this one definitely got 1 mark, and your answer you get 1 mark. Yeah, so that is where you'll find mark. If a chord was drawn between A2 and B, chord A2B would have a slope of negative 6. A student make the following statement. On a curve function gx, the slope of chord AB always approaches the slope of the tangent to gx as B at B when A is moved closer to B. This is the statement we always make, am I right? So then C, by considering the slope of the chord A1B and A2B and the slope of the tangent to the graph of y equal to fx at B, discuss the accuracy of this statement. So when you ask you to discuss the accuracy of this statement, you look, if A1 approaches down, how come? The slope of the chord of A1B is the same as the slope of the chord of the point at B. So how are you going to, so is that statement accurate? The accuracy is maybe 90%. There's one condition that it happened that this chord is also the tangent to the curve at point B. So the accuracy of this statement is only true. So you have to state that this statement, the accuracy of this statement is only true if the chord is not a tangent to the curve. So remember, it happened that A1B is the tangent to the curve. So that's why it's a tangent. You see or not? This chord touches. So it happened to be the tangent. So the accuracy of this statement is only true if the chord is not a tangent to the curve. It must be a chord. It happened to be a tangent to the curve. So can a tangent to a curve at a point cut the curve again? The answer is a yes. So in the exam, they can come out from this question. I can turn the question. So everyone, do you understand part C? So for this question, I can turn it in this way. Okay, I'm going to change the question. Okay. For the exam, I can come up with question like that. Okay, I say given fx is equal to 9 over 2x squared plus 1. Okay, first part. I ask you to sketch the graph. Or y equal to fx for x greater than or equal to -2, less than or equal to 3. Okay, everyone take out your graphic calculator and sketch. Okay, the one they ask you to sketch. Okay, you got the graph? So first of all, you have to find the turning point first. The turning point is 0 something, is it? 0, 9 over 3. 9 over 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so the highest point is here. Can someone tell me your graph on the paper? This one should be higher, I'm wrong. When x equal to, second trace, when x equal to -2, yeah, someone have given me, okay. You see, I sketch graph. Yeah, that is what you get from your graphic calculator, I know. So I want to know -2 is 1. So when you sketch, you have to be try to as accurate as possible, okay? -2 is 1. Okay, then you see like there's an inflection point here, correct? Then 3, when x equal to 3, is 9/19. So it's about half. So it's lower down. So the graph go like that. Yeah. Okay. So they sketch the graph. Then they can, like my trial exam paper, mark down the inflection point. Right? So I'm not going to ask you to mark down the inflection point. Then they can ask you to, okay, since I want to turn, okay, then part B, they can ask you to find the equation of tangent at x equal to 1. So how to find the equation at tangent at x equal to 1? So what we do is, okay, because of time, so Mr. have to, okay, find the equation of tangent at x equal to 1. So you know when x equal to 1, so you want to talk about equation of tangent, first you must get what? Gradient function. Okay, gradient function means your f prime x. So to get your f prime x, you have to use the chain rule. You have to take this as 9 2x squared plus 1 to the power negative 1. So you got negative 1. Nine times negative 1, 2x squared plus 1 to the power negative 2, then 4x. So in total, negative 36x over 2x squared plus 1 square. Right? So second step, you must get the gradient of tangent. At x equal to 1. So the gradient, you put x equal to 1. So you get negative 4. Then you must get your y coordinate, which is 9 over 2 times 1 plus 1. You get 3. Then third step only you put into y equal to mx plus c to get the c. So you get 7. So therefore equation of tangent y is equal to negative 4x plus 7. Okay, so then the third part, they can say, they can ask you question like that. Find the intersection point between the tangent and the curve. So that means I'm talking about, this is the point. So look, this is the point. This is the tangent. This is the intersection point that I want. So when you talk about this intersection point, then you have to solve the simultaneous equation. So you have to solve these two equations. Y equal to negative 4x plus 7. This is equation 1. Another one is y equal to 9 over 2x squared plus 1. Equation 2. So then you get here, you get negative 4x plus 7 equal to 9 divided by 2x squared plus 1. Okay, so you got this negative, then you expand. So what you don't want, if you don't want to do it, you can use solver. So you know that one of your answer definitely will be x equal to 1. And if you look at the graph, when you use your solver, correct, you should try after you key in, correct, your solver, y1, y2, e1, e2. Are you okay? Yeah. Negative 4x plus 7, and you have that in your y1, you just put y1. So the x that you use here, the x, you can try now. The x that you use here, you have to use negative. You try to put in negative 2. Then after that, you use your solver and you have a look at it. See whether it will give you negative 1/4 or not. Everyone try now. So this our question is possible to be asked, please. So anything you solve, if they didn't say exact value or whatsoever, you just use your solver. Then you put okay. Then you try your x, you put negative value. You don't put positive value. Positive value, it will give you. Yeah. So then you put alpha, enter. So they give you negative 0. Mine is 24999. So you don't have to show this. So you just show this step. So you say, therefore, x equal to negative 1/4. Then you get your y, then you get the answer. So they can. And if they want to continue with integration, correct, they will ask you to do something about it. Then they can ask you area bounded by 2 curves, by the tangent and the curve. Hello? They can ask you on continue with the part D. But this case, you won't be able to know how to integrate this because this integrate by parts. So that's why I don't set the part. Are you okay? So you see any questions in the past year, correct? There is a chance that you can convert, you can change into any other form. So every time when you do past year, you must go hand in hand with your textbook to see what are the possible questions that they will ask you. That is called revision. Are you clear? Okay. Class, thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Yep.